Welcome back to our channel. Today we are celebrating the life of another African musical giant, the great Hugh Masekela. Hugh Ramapolo Masekela was born on April 4, 1939 in Witbank, a coal mining town in South Africa. Raised in a culturally rich environment, Masekela's early exposure to music came through his family and community. His passion for music was ignited when he watched the 1950s film Young Man with a Horn, which inspired him to take up the trumpet. Archbishop Trevor Huddleston, a vocal opponent of apartheid, recognized Masekela's talent and provided him with his first trumpet. This pivotal moment marked the beginning of a musical journey that would intertwine with his activism and global fame. Hugh Masekela's career took off in the 1950s when he played with various jazz groups, including the iconic Jazz Epistles, South Africa's first all-black jazz band. The Jazz Epistles were groundbreaking, blending bebop with African rhythms, creating a unique sound that resonated with South Africans. In 1960, facing increasing repression under apartheid, Masekela went into exile. He studied at the Guildhall School of Music in London and later at the Manhattan School of Music in New York, where he was mentored by jazz greats like Dizzy Gillespie and Louis Armstrong. Masekela's international breakthrough came in 1968 with his hit single Grazing in the Grass, which topped the Billboard Hot 100 and introduced global audiences to his signature fusion of jazz, Afrobeat, and South African rhythms. In 1968, he became the first African artist to have a #1 song on the U.S. Billboard charts, which was a great achievement at the time, and since then, only 5 African artists have achieved this feat. He collaborated with artists such as Miriam Makeba, Fela Kuti, Paul Simon, and Harry Belafonte, expanding his influence across genres and continents. His music was deeply rooted in African identity, with hits like Stimela and Coal Train reflecting the struggles and resilience of African workers. Masekela became a global ambassador for South African music, blending traditional township melodies with the improvisational freedom of jazz. Hugh Masekela's music was inseparable from his politics. As an outspoken critic of apartheid, his songs highlighted the systemic injustices and human suffering caused by the regime. Tracks like Soweto Blues, performed by Miriam Makeba, mourned the 1976 Soweto uprising, while Bring Him Back Home, Nelson Mandela, became an anthem for the global anti-apartheid movement. In exile, Masekela used his platform to draw international attention to apartheid, performing at rallies, benefit concerts, and major events like the 1987 Graceland tour with Paul Simon. His music served as a rallying cry for freedom, equality, and justice, uniting people across the world in solidarity with South Africa. Here is just a quick reminder to like, share, and subscribe to enable this video to reach a wider audience and to be the first to get more videos like this whenever we post them. Now let's continue. After the fall of apartheid in 1990, Masekela returned to South Africa. His homecoming marked a new chapter in his career, focusing on nurturing local talent and preserving African musical traditions. He founded organizations like the Hugh Masekela Heritage Foundation, which aimed to promote African culture and support young musicians. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Masekela continued to tour, record, and advocate for social justice. His albums, such as Time and Fola, reflected his unwavering commitment to storytelling and cultural preservation. Hugh Masekela passed away on January 23, 2018, leaving behind a monumental legacy. His contributions to music and activism include musical innovation. Masekela's ability to fuse jazz with African rhythms created a genre-defining sound that influenced countless musicians. Cultural advocacy. He championed African identity, using his music to celebrate the continent's rich heritage and resilience. Political impact. Masekela's activism through music helped galvanize international support against apartheid, making him a global symbol of resistance. Hugh Masekela's life was a testament to the power of music as a tool for change. His trumpet became a voice for the voiceless, resonating with themes of freedom, hope, and unity. As a musician, activist, and cultural icon, he remains one of the most influential figures in African and global history. Do you think Africans should learn about their heroes? Should Africans pay respect to these great souls who didn't just use their talents to entertain us, but they used their talents to fight against the injustice meted on the African people? If yes, let us know your thoughts on the great Hugh Masekela in the comments section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to encourage us to create more videos celebrating our legends. May their great souls rest in power.